If you think our groceries seem expensive now, just wait. A nonprofit charity that keeps track of changes in our environment reports companies like Walmart and Kellogg face increased costs related to climate change. The CDP group says losses alone could reach $17 billion to businesses in agriculture, food, and beverage. What does that mean to us? We will almost certainly pay more at the grocery store, way more. What's our first line of defense? Delta farmers like John Coleman.
I worked on a family farm all my life, and this is just embedded in me.
John Coleman is a native of Mound Bayou. Farming is in his blood. It's his heritage. This isn't just a job for him and other farmers. It's a way of life. But it's an expensive way of life. In good years, farmers can make $88,000 a year or more, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. But in bad years, they have to rely on crop insurance to stay afloat, and figures show recent years haven't been kind.
We have our soil, and our soil is so rich and fertile, we call this Mississippi gold right here.
Fortunately, Coleman's Mississippi Gold helps feed the state and feed America. But Delta farmers had to slow down their work during the late winter, early spring seasons due to several days of rain and colder weather.
So roughly, over the past month or a little over a month, since the beginning of March, we've had roughly 12 inches of rainfall, up to 12 inches of rainfall in this localized area.
The higher rainfall amounts caused cropland to flood and halted farmers from getting back into the field sooner. Farmers have a certain time frame or window when they are able to plant. The soil has to be dry enough, but not too dry for planting.
Finding that perfect window for corn, making sure the soil is dry, making sure that we have the right soil temperature and we're not quote unquote mudding it in, you'll have the best chance for optimal success at the end of the year.
Without that success, the crops don't grow the way they should. Bad crops not making it to the stores because they're no good impacts the supply for consumers. And let's face it, nobody wants to buy weird-looking corn, greens, or peppers, leaving fewer good crops that actually do make it to the market and fewer dollars back in the pocket of farmers like John Coleman.
Trying to catch the markets and things like that, but we're not late because, last year that rain came about and it put us back again.
So no matter what he does, he's at the mercy of the weather and other forces too, forces he has no control over. Casinos have only recently come to the Delta, but gambling here, betting against nature, has been a way of life for generations.
This is just embedded in me, the soil and growing and having a great time here in the Delta, playing in this good soil.
Tomorrow, we'll look at how world politics have quickly turned a bad situation into a crisis and pushed us closer to a possible world food shortage as our look at farming's future continues.